there is some uncertainty whether the amendments were really intended to stamp out all unsecured lending or whether it's limited to lending to individuals and sole proprietorships. The amendments to the banking law are certainly limited to individuals and sole proprietorships, but at the same time the Commercial Code was amended and it requires that all lending must be secured by sufficient guarantees. So it does leave open the question, is unsecured lending dead? The mischief of unsecured lending is that you end up with very large default situations and you end up with personal guarantors in particular being subject to very large enforcement action against them. Now, the backdrop of these amendments included some pretty high-profile failures of corporate groups, for example, the NMC Group, the KBBO Group, etc. And part of the policy objective, we think, was to potentially avoid these large-scale enforcement against personal guarantors where there isn't sufficient collateral to enforce against. In terms of how it's playing out in practice, we're seeing quite a hardline approach being taken by the Abu Dhabi courts, where they will decide whether particular security is sufficient or not. And generally speaking, they do not regard personal guarantees as sufficient security. In contrast, the Dubai courts are more flexible in their approach. They will consider the circumstances of the loan, the nature of the borrower, the loan to value ratios in assessing whether there is sufficient security or not. Certainly amongst financial institutions in the region regarding the security position of their loan portfolios, I would expect in due course the pricing of loans may well go up in the UAE. That would obviously have an impact on the ability of borrowers to borrow money, particularly if they are emerging businesses and they're unable to satisfy the sufficient security criterion.